if unfortunately you are the victim of a cyber attack, there's incident response services. There's help at the end of the line there that can help you recover from an attack.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to GITEX 2025. We're here at the Logicom podcast, TED Talks, and we're joined by John Shier, the field CISO at Sophos. Welcome, John.
Thanks, Alex. It's great to be here.
Yay. So let's talk about cybersecurity. It's a major topic.
Never heard of it.
It is a top priority.
It is.
For many organizations. Can you tell us a little bit about?
Yeah, it's cybersecurity is now, it's gone from, I've been around for a while. I've been in the industry for about 30 years. And cybersecurity in my time has gone from, well, it's the thing that's kind of a nice to have. You kind of have to do it, but our networks are much more separate. And then now it's obviously just baked into everything. It's a must have. Security is what keeps our businesses running. It's what enables the businesses to do more, to have more connectivity, to do more with data. And so it's so important nowadays. And
there's an increasing number of cyber attacks and ransomware and malware.
And it's bled into the consumer side as well, right? So there's now more of it's more top of mind for people that aren't even in tech, that this cybersecurity thing, it actually means something to me as well, right? People are getting scammed left, right, and center by criminals that are not only going after organizations, but going after consumers as well. But we're here to talk about organizations, so let's talk about the business of cybersecurity.
There's also there are the hackers, but there's also the insider threat, right? The human error.
Yeah, and that there's human error and there's the insider threat. So I actually separate those two, right? Because human error is you didn't intend to do something bad, but then something bad happened.
Exactly.
Right? You accidentally emailed the customer list to somebody in your address book that had the same name as somebody else, and you emailed to the wrong person.
Or you accidentally clicked the button when you should not have.
Sure. Whereas insider threat to me is more of a deliberate malicious act. And a lot of times this is actually, so back to the cyber criminals again. Cyber criminals are recruiting people in certain industries, in certain companies to do a bad thing, right? They're trying to lure them with the promise of money usually or something. And so the insider threat is something that we do need to worry about. But I think compared to some of the other threats out there, it's a smaller aspect of cybercrime.
Right. So where does Sophos come in?
Well, we provide the tools and the services to be able to prevent some of these bad things from happening. Secondly, to be able to monitor and understand what's happening in your network. And finally, to react and be able to remediate and do something about it. So the prevention products, our endpoint protection products, our network products will try to keep the bad guys out. And for the most part, we're quite successful at that.
Great.
But as the telemetry comes in from all your different products, not just the security products, but your authentication products, your whatever else you use, your email products, right? We help to visualize all that, contextualize it, understand what's happening, so then we can surface any suspicious activity or malicious activity, and then finally that last point, it's react, right? So whether you're using our managed detection and response service, where there's analysts proactively looking at your network and ready to react, or you're using our tools and doing it yourself, you've got the ability to do some threat hunting. And then that last bit, the very last bit, which is if unfortunately you are the victim of a cyber attack, there's incident response services. There's help at the end of the line there that can help you recover from an attack.
It seems that the industry is evolving so quickly. Cyber threats are also becoming a lot more sophisticated. Is it difficult or challenging, say, to keep up with updated solutions and always implementing?
I would say for organizations it might be difficult because they're only seeing a small slice of the problem. Whereas we have over 600,000 customers, over 28,000 of them under managed detection and response services. So we see a lot of threat, right? These organizations are the cyber criminals are attempting to attack them every day. So we're seeing a lot of data, and we're able to spot things a lot sooner than an organization, which is why we think it's really important to be able to partner with somebody who has that threat intelligence
Right.
and the capabilities to respond. And then from the solution side that you're talking about, right? We have a breadth of solutions that can cover you from not, like I said, the prevention side, on the network side, on the services side. And we're a trusted vendor. We've been around for 40 years. We've
Right.
been doing nothing but cybersecurity for 40 years. We haven't been building chips or doing anything else.
Yeah.
We've been focusing
This
on
is your
cybersecurity.
specialty.
It's our specialty, right? And the people that work for Sophos are passionate about protecting our customers. So you wrap all that up into a package, and I think we deliver a pretty great service for our customers.
Right. And can you share some of the next steps for Sophos as to integrating AI into its portfolio and how partners can implement it as well?
We've had AI in our portfolio now for it's almost a decade. I think 2017 was when we first rolled out some of the AI, and that was back with the machine learning detections that we were putting into our endpoint product.
Right.
Fast forward to today, we've added so much more in terms of detection and prevention, but now we're also adding layers for just giving the analysts help, right?
Right. Yeah.
Being able to do things like SOC triage. So all the alerts, all that contextual and deluge of data I was talking about, making sense of all that and finding signal in the noise, and then summarizing things and giving the analysts help in really pinpointing does the problem exist in this particular alert? What does it mean? What can I do about it? And so that's where AI, the next layer of AI innovation.
Right.
We know that Gen AI does have some of its own issues, but the way that we're implementing it is trying to get to that level where the humans are being supported by the machine, right? It's not just the machine going off and doing its own thing. It's humans and machines together doing more than they can separately.
And how can partners prepare to capture that value?
Well, it's a matter of just staying on top of what we're doing,
Yeah.
and then bringing that message to their customers.
Right.
Understanding that at Sophos, as I said, we're passionate about this stuff. We've got the tools, we've got the technology, we've got the people, and trying to broadcast that message to the customers,
Right.
and partnering with us to also enhance your capabilities as a partner, right? Use our tools, understand our services, talk to our people, understand what it is that we can do for you. That will give you then a very good understanding of how you can help your customers, right? And as we partner together, cybersecurity is a team sport. As we partner together, we can help your customers that much better.
Okay. And talking about these partnerships, and tell me about how it is working with Logicom and vendors in order to stay protected.
Yeah, well, working with Logicom is great because there's just access to a lot of different technologies that maybe we don't play in. So outside of security, IT is a big world.
Right.
And everything plays a role. And being able to have visibility into these different vendors, what they're doing, and understanding now at the very high level, how do you manage risk in an organization that doesn't just apply to cybersecurity, it applies to maybe some of the policies and governance that you have. So Logicom being able to have visibility into all the different assets, or facets, I should say, of technology, of businesses, it just rounds out the offering. And so that's what's great about working with Logicom. That's what's great about getting the vendors together, talking about how can we do this, again, as a team?
Right.
How can we all work together to make people safer?
Right, right. I want to talk about the acquisition of SecureWorks. So Sophos is helping partners access and compete in the channel enterprise market. So what new possibilities does this open for the ecosystem?
So I mentioned we've been in the business for 40 years, and
Right.
Sophos has been known for a very long time as one of the leaders in protecting small and medium-sized business and some what we call practical enterprise.
Right.
What SecureWorks brings to the table is access to more of that enterprise segment with some of the tools that the Taegis platform is purpose-built for enterprise customers.
Okay.
And it's the kind of platform that we can easily integrate our own products into, and then deliver a much richer offering to all of our customers, not just the small and business, medium-sized businesses, not just the enterprise, but everybody all together. So having access to that. Now, we're also getting a lot of great threat intelligence from SecureWorks. The counter threat unit is an excellent team that's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes to understand the threat actors, their techniques, their tactics. And that goes into our services offerings as well. So now we've just launched our advisory services where we're offering both internal and external pen testing, wireless pen testing, web app testing. All these things just help build resiliency into organizations. So that SecureWorks integration is doing great things for us today, and it's going to continue to deliver into the future.
It's upgraded the whole
Absolutely.
journey.
Yeah, I think they're two great companies coming together.
Yeah.
And if we looked at the MDR market before, you had SecureWorks, you had Sophos as some of the leaders in the MDR space. You put those together, and I think there's no question we are the leader in the MDR space.
Wonderful. Well, it was great to have you here at TED Talk.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thanks,
I know
Alex.
you're coming from far away.
Yes, I mean it's been a long journey, but I always enjoy coming to GITEX. It's always a busy, hectic week, but the technology here that you can see gives us some little glimpses into the future.
Right.
So it's pretty cool.